Alright, hello everybody, I'm the Super27, and welcome to yet another Dokkan battle video. We are back again in the Supreme Magnificent Battle Spectacle, against the Universal Survival Saga edition. This is Gohan and Piccolo. This is yet again another two-stage fight, and this one actually looks like it might give us a little bit of trouble. So stage 1, we have Ultimate Gohan here. His stats are 130,000, so very high HP, half of what Cell Max has. He has a 2.122 super. He gives 30% attack for one turn after he does a super, but he is able to be debuffed and sealed. Or debuff him offensively, I suppose. 758 normals. That actually is quite high. So we're just going to rock the exact same team we did in the last video. I don't really see any reason not to. And once we go, after beating Gohan, we go into Gohan and Piccolo, who has only 100 million HP, but has 850 normals. They also get 30% offense for the turn after doing their super, and they are at a 2.38. So much, much higher than what we faced last time. So this could potentially put some pressure on our units. We're just going to have, the UIs are really going to need to dodge. But I don't really see us struggling with our lineup. And there's no, BS mechanics in this one from what I can see. There's no sealing, there's no stunning, there's no dodge nullifying. That'll be the next stage. Up next, we have Evokin, who goes into SSBE. That will certainly be a little bit of a challenge, but not so much of a challenge now that we have this guy added to our roster. Again, if you didn't see the summoning video from yesterday, please go check that out. It's very crazy. We had some actually very good luck for a change. UI did not dodge, alright, that is a great showing so far from him, but it doesn't necessarily matter too much because he has the guard and a little bit of damage reduction the first time he gets hit, so even if he can fraud you once per turn against a normal. After that, he loses a lot of his, what does he lose? I think he loses 40% damage reduction, so he just has guard and 20% damage reduction, which is essentially what Orange Piccolo has, but Orange Piccolo, he can certainly be squishy later on into some of these fights. I have been using him just for the, versatility that he gets with his Orange Piccolo transformation, where I'm able to waste boss supers and stuff, but I do have to admit, he does feel squishy, even sometimes against normals. I will say Orange Piccolo does sometimes feel a little bit squishy before he gets, was that 300? I'm sorry, that was Beast Gohan. Hold on, wait a minute. I mean, I understand he's getting 30% here. Is this my Beast Gohan, the 55% one? Again, 55% without any equips. He doesn't have his best links up yet either. That was also the first hit in the turn. Yeah, it is my beast. So I guess I can maybe forgive that. That was half my health bar, though. And we're going to be fighting this guy for a little while. Again, 130,000 HP. That's nothing to really sneeze at. We've only taken off 2 bars of his health, but SSBE now he's at 24 key. What was that? No, that was 9.6, right? That did not say 96 million. Right? Yeah, that was 9.6. Okay. My eyes just really quickly glossed. There's a lot of numbers. You have to, really take in information super, super fast. But I was about to be I've never seen him get that high before, even after he revives. But good to know that it was just me being a little bit of a silly goose. No hidden potential system additional super there, which is a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, we are definitely going slow. His cooldown is 5, this Gohan, so he probably can just continue to bully slot 1. But I don't think that's the biggest deal, because 1, we have Beast. And 2, we have Beast. Yeah, this is just kind of a cakewalk. I'm able to just really easily breathe through these events. Even though we took pretty significant damage there, I don't really see us taking that damage again, especially on this rotation, unless NUI doesn't dodge and he just frauds us out. But if he frauds us out, that's just RNG just being against us. We're getting some good offensive stacks here with Beast. Beast is just doing his thing. I have noticed, although, a lot of fights in this red zone so far, like Roshi and the androids, they attack slot 1 a lot, but they don't attack very often before you get to attack, which I feel is almost a way to bully Beast, because Beast, obviously, he gets all his extra offense before he attacks. With each attack he received, he gets his crit that way. So I feel these bosses are deliberately attacking in a way that would nerf the best unit in the game. I mean, obviously, I can't prove that, and looking on the website, I mean, it doesn't say anything along those lines where it's oh, he does tend to super in this slot more often. Which, I mean, it's all ultimately RNG. There's no way to really, truly determine where he's going to super, how he's going to super, when he's going to super. All that is RNG. But I do feel like they do tend to not attack too much beforehand, which I guess is like some sort of counterplay to Beast. Like, I get that's really the only way that you can make Beast like age out, is by having different slots being bullied, having slot 2 and slot 3 getting way more attacks than slot 1, or having all these bosses who can stun and seal, who are guaranteed to attack before you are able to attack, or stuff along those lines. We do also have our revive up, because we really did get clapped up on that last turn, but this is like the powerhouse rotation. He's definitely dead this turn unless we die ourselves, because we're going to be at 24 key with you. And after Beast gets hit, how much key does it give? He gets 2 key, I think, to the full rotation. So unfortunately, MUI, he's only going to be at like 23 keys, kind of what that looked like. So we're going to be just shy of him getting his guaranteed crits, but I don't really think that's going to matter too much. As long as we get that 77% chance of him launching a super, I feel like we definitely got this. Like, again, those characters, those EZAs, they were so, like, finely tuned, so perfectly designed. You know what we could do for the next video? If we really wanted to, we could try bringing Tech MUI's team. I don't think my Repsa Universe 7 team is nearly as strong as, like, my Superheroes team. Because I'm trying to think right now, there would be, like, Tech MUI, there would obviously be these guys, there would be Evo Ken, there could be Golden Frieza and 17, but I'm trying to think who would be my final unit on that team. I mean, I guess STR MUI could potentially be good in here. The only problem with that I don't enjoy about him is that his damage is decent. I only have him 55%. His damage is decent, but he's kind of a dodging unit who wants to go into slot 1. And if I were to do that, there would be 3 separate UI signed Gokus on the team, which could certainly make us run into some issues. Again, I never get that 77% chance of being a super. It's a 77% chance, and I feel like I miss it almost every turn. It's a little bit embarrassing. All right, I actually think I want to put you here, because I forget how you build up damage reduction. No, what do you do? Each time you dodge, I think, or each time you perform an attack, you get dodge and crit up to 77% for both. I think so. In this instance, this might have been a mistake going ahead and popping this, because I think this also buffs the enemy. If I'm not mistaken, since we're going up against superclass enemies, that did literally nothing. Dude, this is everyone's GOAT. I mean, he is crazy. Don't get me wrong, he is crazy, but color me not too impressed so far. Ooh, he does look clean, though. The boy does look clean. He does. Oh, brother, he looks good. I guess maybe it's good if we go a little bit slower. That way we could get some more dodges in. But we did get the crit right there, so it doesn't really matter at all. So we're now going into Gohan and Piccolo. Do I have any reason to be worried on this turn? I mean, he is launching a lot of attacks. Do I have our revive up? Like, worst case scenario, do we have the revive? It does not look like we have the revive. Interesting. Okay. So we don't have the revive, but I think we should be fine regardless. I mean, Beast is going to be fine. Not only does he have guard, but he has true type advantage. SSBE is going to get to super attack first. Gogeta is going to have to dodge quite a lot of attacks there in that final slot, but with 850 normals, we did get him 1 stack. I mean, he's also, to be fair, the enemy is also being buffed by this domain, if I'm not mistaken. I guess I can pull up his card art real quick to see if that is the case. I do believe that the domain effect is superclass enemies and allies do get 15% attack, and then an additional 15% attack to those who are also on Realm of God. So they are getting 30, no, they're only getting 15 because these guys are not on Realm of God. Again, that's doing a little bit of damage. I get 55%. I do probably need to put those equips on him to make him look that just much more impressive. But it is kind of weird. Like, it's it's a little jarring, honestly, to see Beast take a little bit of damage. I mean, I understand he's a 55% unit, and at 55%, no unit is going to really look good. And he does look way better than a lot of other units. Again, I stand by this, that Beast at 55% until Cell Max was introduced into the game was better than every other unit rainbowed. I know that's probably a hot take, and I may be wrong, but, like, using SSBE, who was, like, the argument a lot of the times was that SSBE, after his revive, or even pre-revive, was just as good, if not better than Beast Gohan. Dude, I just can't agree. Mine's rainbowed. I have my guy rainbowed. I know he has a little bit of dodge on him. I know, so he doesn't have the most optimal build, and I don't really have the stones right now to replace it or anything, but I probably would say I prefer Beast at 55%. I really do just think he overall offers a little bit more to the team. Like, his offense is very good, it's very consistent, it's very easy to give him orbs, he supports the rotation with his team protection ability, as well as, you know, he's giving key support. He can really, again, he just locks down slot 1 so phenomenally, which, like, is really needed in a meta like this. SSBE really can't do that unless he's the one specifically who revives, and he gets, like, his guard on the next turn or whatever, but I don't know, like, yes, SSBE can do more damage, and he does link a little bit better with some of the more meta-relevant units that we have at this current point in time, but I don't know, I kind of enjoy... I really do think that this stance that I've been saying, and like I know some people are probably like, well, you just recently got to use Beast, you haven't been able to see him in all these situations, because I've been saying this for months. Again, until Cell Max was introduced into the game, I pretty much stand by that, or that was always my thought process, that this kid at 55% was just better than everyone around him. And then Cell Max came in, who basically does the exact same thing. He's just more offensive, slightly less defensive, but I mean, Cell Max single-handedly saved Super Bosses, and that's why Super Bosses, even right now on Global, is in just like a wacky spot. Because, yeah, you have, like, Broly, you have Rose, you have Int Golden Frieza, you have Kefla, you have a lot of really powerful units, but right now, a lot of the units are those orb-hungry ones, you know, like Broly, Chilan, Lemo, Super Easy A, Goku Black, Kefla, even Int Golden Frieza. Those are all characters who want to get orbs, and only one of those characters actually creates their own orb, so it's not the best position for Super Bosses right now. As soon as we get Cell Max, so that'll be a completely different story, and here I am yapping, and we're at the end of the video. So, that is going to be all for this time, guys. I've been the Super27. I'm a variety Twitch streamer and an upcoming PNG YouTuber trying to make it big in the world. I have a Twitter, a Twitch, a TikTok, and a YouTube, the links of which can all be found in the description of this video. And while you're down there, don't forget to like, subscribe, share me around, and leave me a comment, positive, negative, or indifferent. I would love just any sort of interaction I can get from you guys. Let me know, what did you think about the Gohan Supreme Magnificent Battle Spectacle Universal Survival Saga? Did you really struggle with it? Or did you think it was pretty easy? And again, do you have any sort of discussions you would like me to have as well? I know we usually do discussion videos. It's been a little while since we've done them, since we're doing like the 2 uploads a day. Try to get my account caught up with all of the missions that I was not able to do on their initial release because my phone was broken. So if there's any certain topics that you want me to discuss, I have a couple in mind that I think could maybe do pretty well. That I think you guys would also thoroughly enjoy. So let me know, again, if you guys have any ideas in particular that you would want me to touch on. And I will try to get around to that. But yeah, that's going to be all for now. So, as always, I've been the Super27, and I am signing off.